Hello guys, my name is Ison and welcome to my tutorial. What I'm going to teach you right now is how to connect a database using Microsoft Access 2007 to a Visual Basic 2010 Express Edition. Alright, so what we need to do first is create a database using Microsoft 2007. So I have here my database. I already input the files, the data that is needed. These are actually dummy datas, and what the reason I created a database before I started this video is just to save time for you, so it doesn't get boring as soon as like you watching me typing all this yeah, all these files. Okay, so as we have here, the table name is complete name. What I have here is the last name, first name, middle name. Okay, so I have like 6 dummy accounts here, and now let's proceed to creating a form. Right, so what we need to do is open up Microsoft Visual Studio. Okay, I have one here open. Then what we need to do is click on File, New Project, and then Windows Form Application. Right, now I have here a form. So for us to be able to do so, we need to click on data source. Alright, before I proceed, I would just like to inform you guys that there are some other ways to connect a database using this Microsoft application. Hey, there are ways like using the codes of the program to connect the database. But what I'm gonna show you right now is the easiest way to do so. This is just to save time and also just for the beginners to learn this quickly. Alright, just to make things easier for them. Okay, so what we need to do now is to create a form. I have now here a form, and it is named as form 1. Okay, for us to be able to connect, we need to click on data source. Okay, there is one in here. Yes, this icon in here, and there's also one in here. Click on data, then add new data source. Alright, those this one and this one actually has the same function. So let's click on add new data source and then database. Okay, so what we need to do next is dataset. Okay, earlier the database that we have, it is before you create a form, make sure that when you save a database or a Microsoft Access database, make sure that where you save it, you know where exactly it is, so that you don't have you save yourself the trouble of looking for it on your hard drive. Alright, so I have here my database is actually this one, but what I'm gonna do is find and get my database to its exact location, just to show you that just to show you on how to look for your database. Alright, so since there is nothing in here, let's click on browse. Okay, I saved my database in my desktop. Alright, so just click on desktop, and then there is my database. Right, so I'll be clicking it. I'll click on it and then click on open. So you see here, that is this is the file location of my database. Right, it said that my underscore database.accdb. So as you see here, you may be wondering why it is called as accdb. That's a file extension, right? That is a shortened term for Access Database. Right, for us to proceed, we need to test the connection. Let's click on test connection. Right, since it says test connection succeeded, just click on OK. It is just informing us that there is no problem with our connection. Alright, so next is click on OK, and then click on OK. Right, so I have here my database. Then click on next. Okay, this says that the connection you selected uses a local data file that is not in the current project. Would you like to copy the file to your project and modify the connection? There you go. These are just warnings, but you don't have to worry about this. So let's just click on no. And then make sure that you have this checked. Yes, save the connection as my database connection string. This is just to name the database. So whenever you code, this will be the one that you'll be using to call the database. All right. So let's click on next. All right. So I have here the list of what it is, what objects the database holds. So make sure that you have this both checked. All right. So then let's click on finish. All right. We have here the database. All right. You see this? This is the name of my database, like this one, complete name. That is the name of the table, and then the rows, the columns. Okay. Last name, first name, and middle name. Here I have it, last name, first name, and middle name. Okay. When I click this, you may be wondering why there is a drop down arrow. Right. There are things here that where you can modify the output of your database on the form. Right. Click on customize. You'll have another list. Since this is for beginners, what I'm gonna do is show you how to use the data grid view. Right. It is set as default data grid view, but what I'm gonna use is details. Right. And then here is the last name. You can customize it using this ones. Right. There are list box, link label, combo box, text box. Well, I'll be using text box, same as this one, right? So what we need to do is just click on this table, and then drag it to the form that we have. Right, there you go. We have our design. This is actually the default design using the details, right? So resize it just to make things easier, or just to make things clearer for you. So there are no space, there are no unused space. Okay, so you have to modify it. If you want to put this up in here, just have to drag it in there. All right, that's how easy Microsoft Visual Basic is. But since we are just designing this, and we are just connecting, okay, I'll be using this default design. Right, I have here the save button. This is where you save the files. All right, and then next is this X button is actually different on this one. This one is where you delete the input or the file on our database. A single file on our database can be deleted using this button. And then we have here the add button. Okay, this will actually create a new set of rows for a new set of files that is to be added. Alright, and then as you see here, there are also another button in here. This is to jump to the last number or the last file on our database. So as this one, this is to jump on the first file, and then as you have this and this, this are also for searching the files on our database. This is on the next to the right, and then this one is on the next to the left. Right, so we have here our last name, first name, and middle name. Take a look at our database. We have here last name, first name, and middle name. All right, so in this text box, these three will actually hold the values that we have on our database. All right, so now let's proceed. Okay, for us to make sure that the database is connected, let's click on run. Okay, now we have our program. Right, it says here that there are six files in our database. Let's see if that is really six. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 6 files. So what it is saying is we have 6 files, so that is true. Now to check the files, if it is correct, Peduco, Pedro, Luna. Check in our database. There we have it, Peduco, Pedro, Luna. Okay, check on the others. Luna, Juan, Mercado. So as Rizal, Jose, Mercado. Let's see if those are available in here. There you go, Rizal, Jose, Mercado, and Luna, Juan, Mercado. There you go. So we have the files in here. Now, if you want to add a file or a new set of files for our database, just click on this button. There you go. It's saying now 7 of 7, and there are blanks here. So if you would like to type in, like for example, we'll be using a dummy name like ASD first for the last name, then ABC for the first name, and then for the middle name that will be POT. Okay. So for us to save it, just click on this save data button, and it is already saved. Right? Since it's saying 7 out of 7, let's check on the other one. So it's complete. How about the last one? There you go. It says it is here. Now for us to make sure that it is available in our database, that the database actually added these data, we'll have to check our database. Right? So let's check it out. This is my database. And then click on complete name table. Alright, what we have for the input is the first name. Oh, the last name, I'm sorry. Last name is ASD. There you go. And then the first name is ABC. And then the last name is POT. Okay, so the database is actually connected. Right? So since it's saying connected, that will be the end of my tutorial. And I hope you learn something from this tutorial. All right, I am looking forward to seeing you guys on another tutorial that I will be making. Probably there will be part 2 and more parts of it. All right, so again, my name is Ison, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.